Howdy partners, I'm Mark McComb, President of Partners Personnel, and I am really excited to introduce you to the Plus One program that is starting at the beginning of 2018. We believe that deliberate living of the principles within the Plus One program by each of us is one of the most important things that we can do to be successful as an organization and also to optimize our individual lives. In this video, I'm going to talk about the why, the what, and the how of the Plus One program. So let's start with why Plus One is an important program for Partners Personnel. I'm going to review our company purpose, our values, and our strategies in the context of Plus One. As I do so, please understand that all of our purpose, our values, and our strategies are embedded in the belief in people. You see, at Partners Personnel, we believe that when we have the right people in the right roles with the right team, each person will grow and develop continuously and will do extraordinary things. Let me start with our purpose. Our purpose as an organization is to help people and organizations improve. And that's exactly what Plus One is about, is personal and organizational improvement of ourselves. One of our company values is actually named Plus One. Plus One means continuous improvement, always looking to make an incremental increase in improvement. Improvement in relationships with our clients, improvement in growing our business, but most importantly, improving ourselves. The best way to improve our organization is to help our colleagues, you, to improve. Because you see, the greatest asset we have in Partners Personnel is you, our colleagues. So, we want to continuously invest in you. One of our strategies is to develop colleagues and leadership. In fact, one of the ways that we intend to win in the marketplace and to be better than the competition that's going to differentiate us from everybody else is by colleague and leadership development. You see, the Plus One program is a very integral part of our colleague development strategy, and it's an investment in you, as I said. I want to make a point here that this Plus One colleague development, yes, it's going to help us as an organization to be better, to be more profitable, and to grow, but that isn't all that we're trying to accomplish. You see, we want this to also help you in every aspect of your life, whether that be in your relationships, in your interests outside of work, in every way. As you Plus One, you improve your life, which we know will benefit us all. Now let's look at what is Plus One and what does it include. Each month, as a combined organization, we will collectively focus on a specific theme or attribute of personal improvement. Here is a view of the specific outline, for example, in the month of January. In January, we as an organization will be focused on the theme of willpower. So in the first week, which starts January 2nd, right after the new year, appropriately so, the first week, you will watch a video, a short introduction video from me, the president, but the main content is going to be to watch this Willpower 101 video from Optimize, who I will talk about very soon. This video is about an hour, and you'll watch that in the first week. Then, at the end of that week in your staff meeting, likely that Thursday or Friday, your team will discuss what you learned from that video, from the 10 big ideas that are shared. In week 2, which is January 8th through January 14th, you individually will watch or listen to the video again. Now you can do that from your PC or from your mobile device. In conjunction with that, you will also complete a workbook for Willpower 101. And you find that right here by clicking on this Willpower 101 workbook. In here, you will find an exercise that is associated with each of the 10 ideas that Brian discusses in the video. And in each of these exercises, one for each big idea, there will be something for you to do that is specific to you. This is not an exercise in sort of regurgitating information. This is very, very focused on you and what you can learn or what you can develop or improve on in this topic, which in January is the topic of willpower. So you'll see there's number one. Number two, for example, you ask yourself the question, what kind of person would you be? What type of life would you have if you were the person who could do what you needed to do, whether you felt like it or not? That's just one example of an exercise activity. So after you complete your workbook, you'll turn that into your manager, and at the end of the week, as it says here, you'll discuss the Willpower 101 workbook activities in your team meeting. Then in week 3, which is the week ending January 22nd, you're going to watch or listen to the video again, and you are going to make a commitment. And you will do that by documenting on this Willpower +1 commitment statement, which you find right here under week 3, and that's where it will be every month. And as you open that, you'll see that there are, at the beginning, just instructions of what to do. This will instruct you to just find the one goal, or actually the one habit that you are going to work on over the course of the next 4 weeks, that you will focus on a daily basis. So it's something that you're going to do every day over the course of the next 4 weeks that is going to, for this theme of willpower, maximize or increase your willpower. Again, don't overreach, don't make it something too big, but you will document your name, your branch, and then what your commitment is, and the day that you're starting on this commitment, which would be a date somewhere either in week 3 or the first date in the beginning of week 4, which would be January 22nd in this case. So you'll complete that document, and then you'll turn that into your manager, you'll keep a copy, and you will share this commitment with your teammates during the meeting over the course of week 3. And that's what is outlined here. End of week 3, start the daily tracking of your Willpower 101 +1 commitment and share that with your teammates. Then in week 4, you continue to track how you're doing in your commitment, and you give the first week accounting of how you did. You'll do the same thing over the week of course of week 5, 6, and 7, so that you have 4 weeks of returning and reporting on how you're doing. Now, the beginning of February, we're going to start up on a new theme, which will be Goals 101. And it will be very similar. You'll watch a video in week 1, week 2, you'll watch a video and do a workbook, week 3, make a commitment, and then week 4, start on reporting on your commitment. But in February, those first weeks are really the last 3 weeks of you reporting back on how you are doing on your willpower commitment, so that you are learning one principle, attribute, theme, and following up on your commitment from the one before. I've been referring to these theme videos here with Optimize. Let me share with you a little bit about Optimize and what it is that they offer. We are thrilled that we have entered into a partnership with Optimize. This organization has phenomenal educational content, really that we're going to be able to leverage and that we're going to use with each of the themes that we have over the course of each month. You'll find that within the website, and I'm on the website here, and in a little bit I'll show you how to register for this website and how to get to it. But right now I just want to give you a little overview. You'll find here this Optimal Living 101. There's a section called Master Classes where there are classes that are about an hour in length each. And this is what we're going to use. Each month, we're going to focus on one of these classes. So when you say that you'll be watching a video 3 times, you're going to watch the same video 3 times in a row at minimum. I actually enjoy watching them and often watch them more than once. And so, for example, for January, our theme is willpower, and this is the Willpower Masterclass. And Brian Johnson is the one who teaches the class each month. Brian, what he does basically is he studies the greatest thinking, the greatest writing on that topic, and pulls from the content of many, many books and many thinkers and the greatest minds on willpower or goals or whatever it is that the class is. And I think you're really going to enjoy the content that we have with this master class. There are other things. I referred to the workbook that we have. There's a poster. There's also an opportunity to download an MP3 file. And in a little bit, I'll show you how you're going to be able to learn to be able to use the mobile app. I myself use the mobile app primarily to be able to pull this content, because I can use that as I'm driving or exercising or doing anything else as I'm going about my day. So go back. There is other content within Optimize in addition to these classes. The thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you focus on the content of the class, but do know that there's a +1 that is recorded every day, and it's just a 5-minute kind of a gem of an idea. So if you want to start your day with that, that's great. You can do that. There's also Philosopher's Note, which is basically a summary of the greatest books written. Brian has completed about 400 Philosopher's Notes, and his goal is to complete 1,000 within the next 3 years, which is a huge undertaking. And really, really great information. And we're excited that we have been able to work with them. And the good news for all of you is this doesn't cost anything to you. Partners Personnel is covering the cost. We've worked with Optimize to be able to do that, and it's going to be phenomenal. We believe so strongly in the improvement that consistent +1 program participation will make for you and for our organization that we are offering a bonus. Every month that you complete the +1 program, you get a bonus, and in addition to that, we are offering a bonus for consistent completion at the end of the year. Let's take a look at how it works. We are looking at a copy of the 2018 +1 completion bonus outline. You will find this on the edge under the +1 page, and it outlines all of this. But let's take an overview of what's included. There are 2 bonuses that work in conjunction. One is a $50 bonus for each month that you complete the required work for that specific month and its associated theme. So this part of the bonus, if you were to complete all 12 months in the year, you'd earn $600 for that. Now, in order to qualify for this, you need to watch the corresponding videos 3 times over the course of the month, 3 separate weeks, as I talked about, you're going to need to complete the workbook and submit it to your branch manager by the end of week 2. You must also complete the commitment statement form and submit that to your branch manager. And then you report back your progress on your +1 commitment over the course of the next 4 weeks, weeks 4 through 7. As I said, that all gets submitted to your manager. When that is done, after the 7th week, the manager is then able to submit to colleague payroll a bonus request. So you could get $50, and once this all gets rolling, you can get $50 for every month that you complete. Now, in addition to that, we are also offering a consistent completion bonus when you complete 9 or more of the modules over the course of the year. Now, it is our hope, it is our wish, our strong desire, that you will complete all 12. And if you do complete all 12, in addition to getting $50 each month, you will get another $600. So that is a grand total of $1,200 for the 12 modules. If you complete only 9 of the modules, you would get $150 instead of $600. For 10, you would get $300. For 11, $450. So as you can see, there's some real money being offered here for you simply by focusing on making incremental improvements in your own life. And you also get to earn a bonus. We've reviewed the why and the what of the +1 program. Now let's look at how you find the reference information, how you get started, and how you complete the participation for each theme so that you qualify for the bonuses. I've been referring to the +1 page on Edge, and it's pretty prominent really. When you get to the home page within Partners Personnel, you'll see there's a +1 section over here under the listing, and it's also very prevalent right here under Documents. Now, this might change a little bit after the time of our recording, but just know you'll always be able to find what you're looking for in this +1 department here. The very first thing that's listed is the introduction. That's where this video will be posted, and also the overview of the why, the how, and the why, the what, and the how of the +1 program. You'll find the +1 completion bonus outline here with all of that information. Also, when I go back to the +1 page, you will find content for each month. Now right now we have the January content filled in, and we'll be adding February, March, all the way through December as we progress. Going back here to the introduction, I want to show how do you register to get on to Optimize. As I mentioned, Partners Personnel is covering the cost for you to be registered. So it's very important that to register, you do that through this page, through the introduction page of +1. And if you simply click here, now I want to be clear, don't go directly to optimize.me because they'll charge you or they'll ask you for a credit card or some method of payment. But when you use this site through our page and click here, it will recognize that you're from Partners Personnel when you enter in your partner's email, and then do that. So I've already registered, so it recognizes my email address and I've created a password. But if I had not registered yet, you would simply click sign up, and you put in, you decide what you want your username to be, your first name, last name, and then under email, it's important that you use your partner's email, your partnerspersonnel.com email. When you do that, that cost will be covered. You're going to create a password, confirm your password, and then register. It's really that easy to register with Optimize. Once you are registered here, then you can access the content through either your PC by going to optimize.me and then entering your username and password, or by using your app. It's important, register through this link before you go to the app. Once you're registered, then you're able to put in your username and password at the app and get to that content. So that's really that easy with the Optimize. And I showed you before what's on Optimize. So that's an overview of how to register. Now, on this page of the introduction, when you click right here, there's going to be a video that will give you very specific instructions on how you can find the Optimize app, and then how to sign on with your app, and then just a little bit on how to navigate through, basically to find the classes that are there. You wouldn't come here to our page and click a link to get to your app. From the app, you're going to need to go to the classes section and then find the video for the theme for the month. So in January, you're going to go to the classes section, and then you're going to go to Willpower 101. The instructions here are clear that what you want to do is find that class. You want to download it while you are connected to Wi-Fi. Please, please, please don't stream these videos when you're not connected to Wi-Fi. That will use a lot of data. It gets very expensive. Really, the best way is be at a Wi-Fi connection, get to the class, download it by just clicking on the cloud. That'll take less than a minute, and then it's saved. Then you don't have to be connected to the internet at all to view the content. I'm able to watch it while I'm on a plane in airplane mode or anywhere. Also the same with the MP3s. So that's a great way to use the app. I love the app. Use it all the time, and I think you will enjoy it and use it also. Well, I think by now you can tell just how excited we are about the Plus One program now, and hopefully you're excited as well. We've talked about why it's important, what is included in Plus One, and how you participate. We're confident that this will improve our individual lives and our company collectively. And it will also benefit the people that we love, and that's important as well. I want to thank you in advance for your commitment and your participation in the Plus One program. As we go through this, I welcome any feedback or suggestions on how we can improve, how we can Plus One our Plus One program. Hey, and that's what we're always looking to do, isn't it? So let's go Plus One our company, let's go Plus One our lives, and earn some bonuses as we go.